Mia cucina in Italia means my kitchen. E la prima cosa che devo fare è prendere il faddale. Why did I say the first thing that we need to do is to put on the faddale? And I'm very excited about showing you this amazing, super easy dish. Actually, I'm going to show you how to make it a meal. We're going to have it for lunch. And I have a beautiful faddale. Beautiful, beautiful faddale for all my beautiful brothers and sisters there. And this dish, I am going to be utilizing these wonderful, look at these. These are all organic tortillas. So we're going to start with tortillas. I also going to have a pan that I am going to turn on low. On low. I just want this to be hot. Yes. Also, what I have here is I'm going to go very slowly on the ingredients. I have 1 egg. I have some ham. And then what I have here that I started doing is that I took some baby, and you can use baby arugula, you can use baby kale. I am using kale, and I just gonna put it so, you know, like this, because what I want to do is what it's called chiffonade. Chiffonade, and I'm just going to slice it. We are not going to be using no oil to this wonderful deliciousness, and wait till I show you how this is going to play out. I also took some Gruyere cheese, and that's what I have here, Gruyere cheese. So remember the 1 egg, Gruyere cheese, ham, and then I am personally using this beautiful baby kale. And you can use kale or you can use arugula, you want something like that. That's going to go for the tortilla part. So I'm getting this warm. To this I have a bowl of water. Okay, we're going to take the tortilla and we're going to give this tortilla a bath. A quick bath, just like that. And it's going to go right into the warm pan. Yes, that's it. I'm going to take this out of the way now. And I am going to leave this right here. Because right now, and then what I'm going to do is get a paper towel. A paper towel. And I'm just going to kind of dry the wonderful top. I'm going to take my egg right here, and I am just going to beat the egg. No salt, no pepper goes into this. Beat. Yes. Then I'm going to take a brush, and and I am going to just brush the tortilla. Just brush that tortilla. That's what I'm going to do. Brush the tortilla, guys. And this, what I'm doing is I'm using the egg to brush that tortilla. Yes, I am. Alrighty, I'm doing that right now. Brushing the tortilla. You're so far so good with me. Wonderful. Make sure you get one of these guys because we're going to be utilizing that later. Now to this, what I want to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of Gruyere cheese that I have. And what I do when I slice my Gruyere cheese, I put it in a jar. It just lasts a long time. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the Gruyere cheese, just a dab. And I'm just going to leave it hanging out. In the meantime, I am going to show you a delicious, also wonderful topping that's going to go on top of this. But I want to bring your attention to my baby kale. Just with the scissors, I'm just going to cut it just like using the scissors. I'm not concerned about this. This is doing its thing. And like I said, there's no oil is going to that. It's just the cheese is going to start melting, and that's fine. And then we're just going to continue to chop this up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a quick little salad. And I'm going to take this bowl right here, or this plate, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to use my hands. You know, you don't have to use your hands. I'm going to use my hands because I don't want to have to be doing so much cleaning. And I'm just going to put it to the side because that's going to be the salad that I am going to be making, because that's how I'm going to serve it. Then you can use a long plate, a short plate, any plate you want. And because this is lunch, I'm going to make myself a plate. And I am going to be adding to that, I'm going to be slicing a tomato, but not quite yet. So I have this ready to rock and roll. I'm just going to put it on the side over here. I have my other one over here. And I'm going to be utilizing the same container. I don't mind if there's just a little bit of this deliciousness in here. In the meantime, this is starting to melt. And then what I want to do now is I am going to gently take this guy, and I am going to, it's going to come, just be gentle with it, be gentle with it. Oh yes. And then what I want to do now is I am going to take a little bit, just a tiny bit of olive oil, just a little tiny bit, so things don't stick. I am going to grab my other brush, make sure that you get everything that's, if you have a little something that sticks, that's okay. We're going to get that out of the way. And then what I want to do is I want to take the other side. I'm going to put it upside down. Then I am going to take my ham that I have here, and I'm just going to put it all over my wonderful, delicious tortilla. I also have, remember, the sliced, whichever one you want to choose, because we got to have a little healthy. And then I am going to grab some more of the Gruyere cheese, and I'm just going to add it like that. And I'm just going to leave this to hang out here in low heat. Okay, in low heat, guys, in low heat. Okay, so make sure that you turn it as low as possible on low heat. Now I'm going to bring your attention to the topping that we're going to top this with. In the same bowl that I used my other kale, I have sliced black olives. In this I have about 2 tablespoons of that. Also 2 tablespoons of Kalamata olives that's going to go in there. I also have here, I have squared some wonderful feta cheese that I'm going to add into that. I am also have some cherry tomatoes that I just want to cut in fourth, okay? In fourth, guys. And I'm going to add them right into that as well, just in fourth. And wait till you have this. It's so tasty, so delicious. Let me move that out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. How many cherry tomatoes? I am using about 6 or 7, because if I have any left, guess what? That could be also can added into another salad. Again, this is all ingredients that you have at home. Easy transaction. Make it very simple for you, especially if you're a single mama, or with your children, or if you are married. It's just a very tasty, different dish. Very yummy, 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 yummy. And we're using all Mediterranean flavors. So then what I have here is I have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of granulated mustard, and 1 teaspoon of, you could use honey or maple syrup, and I'm just going to mix this up like so. I am personally using maple syrup. This is what's going to give the sweetness to our salad that I'm going to finish showing you how to make. So this is like this, okay? So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this and I am going to fold. I'm going to fold the sides of my wonderful, oh yes, So very gently, you're going to fold them this way and then the long ways this way. And I'm going to be moving this around so I can get into here on the other side. And then I am going to flip it over. And I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to let it rock and roll. I'm just going to turn this up just a little bit, you know, to like a light, you know, like a lower medium. In the meantime, I have this wonderfulness here. I am going to have some basil, and I am going to have some parsley, because these are going to be fresh, fresh, fresh. You know what? I can use the scissors. And then what I want to do here is I want to take the leaves of the basil out, not the stems. I want to get rid of the stems. And then I'm just going to put it together, and I'm just going to chop this. Just chop this. Basil and parsley. Parsley has a lot of good health I can't say. Propriety. Hello, beautiful people. So what I want to do is I want to chop this up really, really fine. In the meantime, that is hanging out there because I really want to show you how all of this comes together. You know, I grow my own basil. I have different basils. I have Italian basil. I have Mexican basil. I have, oh my goodness, I have like 3 or 4 different basils. And they smell wonderful, especially it's so easy to grow. All you got to do is, you know, right now it's been raining so much, I don't even have to water it. So then you can see I have quite a bit here, but I want the benefits to this, and I'm just going to add it to on top of that. On top of that, guys, very easy transaction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this deliciousness and I'm just going to add it all in here like so. I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to mix it all together very gently. Start from here so you don't break this wonderful deliciousness that it is Mediterranean delicious wonderfulness. Oh my God, look at this beautifulness. So we have that. Okay, finito. I'm going to bring you back to the salad. Very simple transaction for the salad. Now the salad, I'm just going to have, I have some pomegranate that's going to give some good and crunch, and I'm just going to use right on top of that. Very on top of that, very simple. I use 1 or 2 tablespoons of that. I am going to have some for myself as well. That's going to give the nice crunch that I want for my salad. A very simple salad. I don't want it to take away from this other wonderfulness that we're going to be utilizing. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil. That's all I'm going to add. You know, sometimes less is better. So now that I have this, I am going to get this my guy here. Get in there. I'm going to turn him over like that. And now I have this wonderful thing right here, like so. I am going to get my other one that it's in water. And I'm just going to put it right on there like that. Because now, you know, it's rocking and rolling. Again, we're going to pat, 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 pat. In the meantime, I am going to add this deliciousness right on top of this, like so. Oh yeah, baby, 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 baby. And you know, be generous. You know, don't be skimpy on this, okay? Because this is going to be deliciousness. Okay, and then what we have is we have this right here. So let me show you again what we just did, okay? We will have your little olive oil on the side over here. Now I'm going to come over here. I am going to brush the pita. Brush it with the egg. Brush it with the egg. Yes, brush it with the egg. Oh my goodness. Yes. And then what we're going to do to that is we're just going to add a little bit of the cheese, of the Gruyere. Gruyere is a wonderful melting cheese. When that is done, when the cheese is melted, you're going to lift it. You're going to put very tiny bit of olive oil and you're going to flip it. And then on the other side, you're going to fill it with your ham, with your arugula, or if you want spinach. I would really prefer for you to use a little bit more of a pungent lettuce, and then your cheese, and then you fold it, and then what you have is this wonderfulness. I call this my yummy burrito with this very simple salad. Very simple, guys. Look how simple that is, and super delicious and healthy for you. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and all my beautiful sponsors. You know who you are. Have a beautiful, blessed day.